The Brain Crypto channel is pleased to have you back. The court has demanded that Ripple hand over their financial records, which include their 2022 and 2023 financial statements and the contracts that govern the sales of XRP to institutions. For Gary Gensler, this is the last victory in a legal case. In addition, the court had already decided that these deals with institutions were security offers, therefore they had to be registered for them to be stopped. This is also quite significant. We have no choice except to wait for the result. Without a doubt, the SEC has requested that the court examine these records to determine the appropriate penalty for Ripple. They imply that Ripple's financial situation might play a role in this decision, but I don't get it. After filing a complaint, they are likely investigating Ripple's financial dealings in an effort to undermine the company's operations. Here is what Bill says to the legal representation. I don't think the message is getting across about the sales to on-demand liquidity issue, but customers will be crucial throughout the remedy or appeal stages. The speaker continues by claiming that the SEC is trying to make demand liquidity Ripple's unprofitable, which would severely hamper their operations and make it impossible for them to operate. They may need to reevaluate their whole approach, he says, as this is the driving force behind the trend toward MLM and stable currencies. Although this may be a problem for Ripple, my experience as an XRP investor has shown me how a company of Ripple's size can decentralize many of its operations by conducting all of its transactions directly on the XRP ledger. You never know when it may be really spontaneous. Given the token's intended use case, the transmission of payments, on-demand liquidity seemed to be a reasonable match at first. Additionally, it is reasonable to think that the judge's ruling would rule out the selling and purchase of securities on the secondary market. What the hey, I don't get it. To my surprise, it seems that on-demand liquidity, rather than secondary markets, is where most XRP purchases are taking place. Financial records for Graham Money were sent by Ripple as part of their contractual obligations to transfer funds, and the business quickly sold the XRP into the market, according to the papers. My guess is that the SEC would try to get a court injunction preventing that kind of thing from happening when they encounter a situation like that. They can only buy on one market and sell on the other, therefore I don't know whether on-demand liquidity will work right now because of liquidity limits. To the point when their prices are sufficiently similar, it is my firm belief that Ripple should often step in to provide customers more cash and a guaranteed rate in order to forestall losses and such problems. There would be a setback to the long-term aims of expanding liquidity, volume, and the ability to process all these payments if Ripple and their capability to do so were to be removed off the platform. Running the platform at the time would be untenable. Whether or not there is a contract, much of that activity is happening in other nations. What can the SEC do about these sells and their transactions? Trust me, I don't buy it. The court is anticipated to deliver a ruling soon, but they will surely try to get it back under US jurisdiction if they can. Its significance in influencing company operations cannot be overstated. Not only are they one of the biggest crypto corporations in the world, but they also control XRP ecosystem. We hope that everything works out for them. On the other hand, XRP was the meat and potatoes of the matter, and the SEC simply could not afford a loss on this front. Being formally classified as a commodity instead of a security, and all of us in the cryptocurrency community, including Polkadot, Ripple, Ethereum, and Cardano, would still consider it a tremendous victory regardless of the present events. Except for Gary Gensler, everyone else wins regardless of your actions. Regardless, it should be an interesting process, and maybe they will be more transparent by making available copies of some of the documents they submit to the court. As of right now, I don't know if they will really do it. If the court rules that Apple's financial records are public, we may see how the company is doing financially, or at least the parts that pertain to this case. Our readiness for it will also improve as a result of this. Feel free to express your opinions in the space provided. Like and subscribe, please. Goodbye, see you later.